Welcome, jesters, and welcome, not too long, Senator Chuck Schumer. Okay, Chuck, I hope you are reading the writing on the wall. I guess there's rumors going around that he is not going to seek re-election because we all know that he will not survive the Democrat primary in New York. AOC, I think she's already announced that she's going to run against him. She will win the Democrat primary, and unfortunately, it is the case again where it's New York. The Democrat will win the general. Okay, that's no problem. We are expecting this, and maybe Chuck is realizing this. But, Chuck, I want you to realize that your years of loyal servitude to the party, all for naught. Then it's been absolutely worthless. They are not appreciating you in any way, shape, or form. All the effort you put in to the shutdown to try to get the Republicans to move on these key issues, nope, they are not appreciative at all. So yes, however long you've been in the Democrat Party, however many decades, these new Democrats, the ones that are taking over the party, the far left, the Democrat National Socialists, they don't care. They really do not care that you've been a loyal Democrat all these years, that you sacrificed all these years, that you have toiled basically under the thumb of Nancy Pelosi for all these years. And we understand that, sure, it's a tremendous accomplishment to be the minority leader in the Senate, but unfortunately, the situation is not looking too good for you. They are literally throwing you under the bus, despite all of these decades of loyal service to the Democrat Party. I'm sorry, Chuck, but it looks like you just were the one dumb enough not to realize it. You know, Nancy checked out, right? She gave up her speakership, what, was it 2 years ago, maybe 4 years ago? Doesn't really matter. Now she's not seeking re-election, right? She's just setting herself up for a soft landing. She saw the writing on the wall. Obama saw the writing on the wall a long time ago. They've been checked out for who knows how long. In fact, they only can ever get him to make an appearance when things are really, really desperate. And I guess he probably realizes that it won't matter, like with Mamdani or with Kamala. Yeah, he doesn't want to ruin his reputation by attaching his name to these, well, otherwise failed politicians. It seems like every other major Democrat, other long-term Democrat, has just given up. And Chuck, I think it's time you do the same. But just remember, I just want to point out the incredible disloyalty the party is showing to you, right? You're going to have a whole class of Democrats who aren't going to recognize what you've done for them. And I think it's time you consider dealing with that situation in a way that, well, we've only seen Joe Biden do recently. Yes, it's time, Chuck, for you to seek revenge against the Democrats for the disloyalty that they have shown you after all of these years. It is time for you to support President Trump in eliminating the Senate filibuster. Absolutely. Now, here's the thing. Right, you're going to be gone, no matter what, right? So it's not going to really affect you. And remember, the people that follow you, I think you know this, actually. They won't be smart enough to figure this out, so we're not really worried. You can address this up, and you can sell this to them under the guise of duping Republicans. Yes, you're going to sign on to the president's plan to get rid of the filibuster because you're confident that the American people will rise up and the Democrats will retake Congress in 2028, and then they will be unencumbered by the filibuster and can pass whatever. Okay? That's it. That's all you have to do to sell it. You can just sell it as duping the Republicans. They'll buy it. They absolutely will buy it. In fact, I think AOC is already, on board with this. The rest of the squad probably is on board with this already. However, we all know the president's secret plan. He wants to get rid of the filibuster so he can pass his entire agenda, pass the entire MAGA agenda now, while Republicans do control Congress. And here's the thing, even if the Democrats do retake Congress in 2028, which historically would not be shocking to anybody, just like these last elections, if they did, just look at Reagan's first term, he's still president. Donald Trump will still be president. He's not going to sign any of it. Why would he? Why should he sign any of it? So we'll have, let's just say a year, if Leader Toon and Mike can get everyone in line. We will have 1 year to pass the MAGA agenda, and then 2 years for it to really take effect, like it did with Ronald Reagan. which will lead to basically a Republican sweep in 2030. Because we all know that's what's going to happen. Just look at 1984. 49 states for Ronald Reagan, right? Well, it'll be, okay, fine. We have 46 states for J.D. Vance or Ron DeSantis or Marco Rubio or whoever it is. It doesn't really matter, right? And likely, because of the MAGA agenda, Republicans will retake the Congress and Democrats will be out of power for multiple generations. That is your legacy, Chuck. Keeping the Democrats who sold you out at the slightest provocation, keeping them out of power for Democrats. Your beef is with this new generation, not with us. And I think it's time you taught them a lesson. You know I'm right.